About what?
You need to step out of the vehicle.
Step out for what?
So there's a firearm in this vehicle. You're already speeding. You don't have anything on you. I'm separating you from the firearm. All right. Are you going to get out of the car or not?
Tell me why.
I already told you why. He was caught doing 70 in a 45. He was instructed to step out of the vehicle because there was a firearm on the dashboard, and we wanted to separate him from that, and he refused.
Did he express his fear for safety?
Tiny and T.I.'s son King got arrested on possession charge dressed like Pikachu. 50 Cent is about to go crazy with this.
Just weeks ago, King Harris was online talking reckless, throwing energy at 50 Cent, and even threatening to put hands on him. Fast forward to now, King just got hit with an obstruction charge after being pulled over for speeding with a firearm and alleged substances inside the car. And all that because he didn't want to comply during a traffic stop. And you've probably seen the mugshot. I know. King got arrested while driving his Cybertruck dressed in a Pikachu onesie. Oh, and he also called his dad T.I. to try to save him. But how do you beef with 50 Cent and then need your daddy to save you in a jam? Because we're talking about a kid who's been running his mouth at 50 for months, posting pictures of 50's late mother wearing a t-shirt with her face, and even threatening to jump 50. Well, somebody finally taught King Harris a lesson, and you know 50 had something to say about this.
45. There's
Never had a police tell me to step out the car to ask a simple question.
Well, there's a firearm within like 2 feet of both of our faces. Yeah, I'm gonna have you step out of the car.
It's in front of you.
Yeah.
All right, let's rewind and break down exactly how we got here. On Sunday, April 12th, around 1 a.m., King Harris was reportedly pulled over in Gwinnett County, Georgia, just outside Atlanta. Police say they spotted a camouflage-wrapped Tesla Cybertruck speeding through a 45-mile-per-hour zone. And when the officer approached the driver's side window, there he was, studio thug King Harris, sitting there in a Pikachu onesie. The officer allegedly immediately noticed a firearm sitting right there on the dashboard, within arm's reach.
Hi, good evening. My name is Officer Lopez with the Gwinnett County Police Department. The reason I'm pulling you over is because you're doing over 70 miles an hour in a 45. You didn't know? I got you. Get a driver's license on you? Alright, are you the registered owner of the vehicle? Okay. Do you have a photo or anything like that of your driver's license?
So what the officer did next is what any cop would do in that situation. He ordered King to exit the vehicle, but King allegedly refused multiple times. Instead of complying, he started going back and forth with the officer on the spot and even claimed he didn't feel safe.
So, do you mind stepping out and we're going to talk right here real quick, back here?
About what?
You need to step out of the vehicle.
Step out for what?
So there's a firearm in this vehicle. You're already speeding. You don't have anything on you. I'm separating you from the firearm. All right, are you going to get out of the car or not?
Tell me why.
I already told you why. Pennsylvania versus Mims. Are you getting out or not? Supreme Court case law. Are you getting out or not?
I don't know what it is.
All right. You need to get out of the car.
You're not telling me
If you
why.
do not get out of the car, you'll be arrested for obstruction.
You're going to arrest me for obstruction?
Yes, if you do not get out of the car.
I don't know why. I don't feel safe.
All right, if you do not get out of the car, you'll be arrested for obstruction.
I don't feel safe.
If you do not get out of the car, you'll be arrested for
You're
obstruction.
not telling me a valid reason why
That's-
this guy...
So eventually, they got King out of the vehicle and searched the Cybertruck. And that's when this routine traffic stop reportedly escalated into a felony case, because inside the truck, officers allegedly found a Schedule II controlled substance, which alone is a serious felony possession charge. On top of that, they also discovered a THC vape pen containing 10 milligrams of THC. And to make matters worse, King was also cited for speeding and not wearing a seatbelt.
No matter what.
I'm not getting out the car because you want to have a... No, I'm not getting out the car.
Okay.
All right. So
All right. At this time, you are under arrest. You are not free to leave. You are under arrest.
I'm not under arrest.
You are under arrest. I'm informing you that you are under arrest.
I'm under arrest for what? Hold on, my lawyer calling. Hey, so a police officer is right here telling me I have to step out my car, and I'm telling him I don't want to step out my car. He's telling me to step out the car to have a conversation.
I've already told you you're under arrest. You're under arrest at this point.
And he's trying to tell me since I didn't want to step out the car, I'm under arrest, bro. I'm under arrest.
But you are under arrest at this point. All right? So you need to get out of your car right now.
Okay. All right.
So then King reportedly called his lawyer for advice, but even the lawyer told him the same thing the officer did, to get out of the car and comply with the stop.
So did it make y'all feel tough?
Not the slightest. All it does is give me some paperwork.
All right,
All you have to do is get out the car.
file your paperwork. You want me to get out my car to talk to me about what? There's nothing to talk about.
This is not your car. You're absolutely flying down the road at 70 miles an hour in a 45. That's
Never had a police
Also,
tell me to step out the
separate-
car to ask simple questions.
Well, there's
Ever.
a firearm within like 2 feet of both of our faces. Yeah, I'm gonna have
It's
you
in
step out
front
of
of
the car.
you. It's in front of you.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Well,
Not just that, you have an open THC container in the center console.
So, the final charge sheet reportedly included felony possession of a controlled substance, misdemeanor obstruction of law enforcement, speeding, and a seatbelt violation. But here's the wild part. Instead of laying low and letting things cool down, King allegedly jumped on Instagram and compared the police to Team Rocket, the cartoon villains from Pokemon. He also posted a video from a music shoot in Japan wearing the same Pikachu onesie and wrote in the caption, "Living a good Pikachu life in Tokyo, then come back to ATL and Team Rocket effing police catch me with a master ball and throw me in jail all night. Well, damn, F him." So once again, King Harris is topping tough online. But what he didn't highlight is what allegedly happened right after the stop. When officers made him exit the vehicle, he reportedly called his father for help. Bodycam footage obtained by TMZ shows T.I. arriving at the scene and trying to speak with officers, asking if anything could be resolved on site, essentially trying to prevent his son from going to jail. But according to reports, that effort didn't change the outcome, because the law doesn't bend based on fame or family names when there's a firearm involved and suspected substances in the vehicle.
He's currently under arrest for obstruction,
Okay.
as well as a variety of other traffic charges. Yeah, he was caught going 70 in a 45. He was instructed to step out of the vehicle because there was a firearm on the dashboard, and we wanted to separate him from that, and he refused.
Did he express his fear for safety?
We got to be safe too. He's right there with a gun. Right?
Understood.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. So there's absolutely no way to resolve this.
No, he was told multiple times that he needed to get out of the vehicle. He was even told that, according to Supreme Court case law, he is required to exit a vehicle when he is requested to do so by a law enforcement officer. Pennsylvania versus Mintz, he stated that, he doesn't have to, he doesn't want to. He was informed that he was under arrest at the time. He was still continuing to refuse to exit the vehicle. And it wasn't until his lawyer called him back and said, "You need to get out of the car right now." He got out of the car with federal arrest.
And look, I get it. Any parent would react the same way when their child is in trouble. You're going to say and do whatever you can to try and get them out of it. But here's the issue. King Harris is a grown man and a father himself now. And on top of that, this is the same guy who's been online talking like he's cut from a street cloth, threatening 50 Cent, acting like he's ready for smoke with somebody way more seasoned in that world. But when real consequences show up, suddenly it's his dad he's calling to step in and fix things. And honestly, the entitlement is what makes it worse. Because if King had just complied when the officer first told him to step out of the car, this probably would have ended with a ticket or a warning, maybe even no search at all. He would have driven off in his Cybertruck and posted another story acting tough like nothing happened. But instead he refused, because in his mind he's King Harris, and King Harris doesn't listen to cops, or judges, or even his own father apparently. And this isn't even his first time in this type of situation, because he was previously arrested in 2022 for DUI, and then again in 2024 after allegedly almost hitting an officer with his vehicle at a gas station. So there's already a pattern forming, and every time there's been someone stepping in to clean it up. But this time it all played out publicly, with him in a Pikachu onesie and his famous dad arriving on scene like an emergency backup at 1 a.m. And that brings us to the bigger picture, because before all of this even happened, King had already started a very public issue with 50 Cent, and it started when 50 posted some disrespectful and unflattering images of Tiny, King's mother, which is what 50 does. He trolls, posts something provocative, adds a caption, and lets the internet explode. But King didn't take it lightly, and fair enough, that's his mother. So naturally he responded. But instead of just keeping it light or addressing it and moving on, he escalated it to another level, posting pictures of 50 Cent's late mother's grave, and even promoting content that used her image, which is where things crossed a line for a lot of people. And then he went further, taunting 50 on camera, saying things that clearly hit a very personal place, while also dropping diss tracks calling out 50's past and questioning his toughness. But that's where reality kicks in, because 50 Cent is not just some random rapper in an online feud. He's someone who survived being shot 9 times and still walked himself into a hospital. His entire image is built on endurance and survival through violence. So when you stack that against King, who's still young, living under his father's name, and now getting arrested in a very public situation, the contrast is exactly why people started reacting the way they did. And even T.I. eventually had to step in and try to calm things down, admitting he spent most of King's life trying to pull him back from going too far. But clearly that message hasn't fully landed yet.
Now, are you enjoying seeing your sons step up to the moment? And the whole family concept.
No, I don't. I don't enjoy it. I do not. Simply because I've spent so much time trying to get this little the ledge.
Talking about King?
Yes. And now he has justifiable means to undo all of the teachings that I've been teaching.
Now, as for 50 Cent's response, he shared a story clowning King's Pikachu onesie.
Tiny and T.I.'s son King got arrested on rug possession charge dressed like Pikachu. 50 Cent is about to go crazy.
However, some fans are now saying they actually feel bad for T.I. because he didn't seem to raise his children this way, yet King appears determined to head down the wrong path. On the other hand, others argue that if King turned out like this, his parents clearly did something wrong or enabled his behavior. But what's your take on this? Do you think T.I. and Tiny are to blame for how King turned out? Is this what happens when you give a kid everything except accountability? Or did his parents do everything right and he just went off track on his own? Drop your thoughts in the comments and stay tuned for the next video.